Hello there, welcome back to Great Britain. We are currently at war with the Hansa, Hesse, and Magdeburg. The goal, of course, is to make these frees here a little bit bigger. I'm sacrificing a lot of my manpower, even though I probably shouldn't have, which is going to be a potential problem here. But we'll probably be able to deal with that. We are still in the driver's seat when it comes to, colonization, I'm pretty sure. No one else so far. And with that, we are probably going to start moving a little bit more to the eastern lands. I will also be aiming, of course, at messing up Netherlands. They have been... I did mess up quite bad with Ghent, handing it over to them for free, which is, no matter how you slice it, horrible. Anyways, we will be, as I said, continuing where we left off. We'll just allow this war to run its course. I'm a little bit unsure what I decided on would be the verbal terms here. Welcome to Pomerania, Friesland to East Frisia. Well, guess we can live with that, and taking Mecklenburg for myself. That is a fairly good deal, I think. I could live with that. We'll also be vassalizing, of course, Pomerania, hopefully due to this. But, as I said, for now we'll just allow the war to run its course. It should be done fairly soon. And once we've done that, I will probably see if I can get myself in a position where I can use Austria to my advantage. We'll see. Admin Tech 16 has been reached at college in Mint, and with that I can build said buildings. Next level we'll be getting another idea set, and judging by the fact that we have an abundance of admin points for the time being, I guess what we'll be doing here is probably taking a admin set idea. I'm a little bit unsure what. We probably go for either economic or administrative. I'm a little bit unsure on which. We'll probably go for administrative due to the cooperation cost, which will be fairly helpful to have, especially if we decide to take Hispania. So that is definitely a possibility. Can I get the deal that I want right now? I can. Shall we make peace? I think we will. No reason to actually wait anymore, I think. Since I will be getting everything I want, and we can always fight them again later, so it's not actually a problem. I'm pretty sure I can get into war with them. I could potentially also just fabricate a claim right now, just to be safe, and I think I will actually go ahead and do that. Now let's see here. Will Pomerania actually accept a peaceful vassalization here? Imperial relations, send gifts, return territory, aggressive expansion. Well, have Casus Belli. That is a little bit bad, but again, it's not something that can't be sorted out, I would presume. So for now, as I said, we'll just allow the forces that we have to replenish their manpower, and then we'll probably actually want both of these. I'm a little bit unsure if I want to fabricate a claim or not, since, well, potentially it could backfire horribly. But we'll see. Base tax, Pomerania actually has a little bit too many provinces right now, so I can't actually vassalize them. They took Ripon here, and that is basically one of the bigger problems. I'm a little bit unsure if I want to cut Bohemia into smaller pieces, but I don't think so. I think what we'll do for now is just more or less just wait. We'll probably get the base tax we need with Pomerania later, but it's still a bit annoying. I could potentially also just cut every tie I have with them. That could work, but for now, we'll just have to continue where we left off. I think we'll actually aim at getting Denmark and all the way back to full size and then annex them. So Sweden is definitely our next target, and I can use. I thought I could use, but I can't. Fortunately, I could have used this thing, but I'm a little bit unsure if I will. I'll probably court myself then. But as I said, we'll see for now. We'll allow manpower to replenish, then we'll go after Sweden. This is kind of interesting here. Russia is offering me an alliance. Do I want to ally myself with the Behemoth of the East? I think I will, actually. An alliance with Russia isn't the worst thing ever, and getting that royal marriage and potential union down the line is rather tempting offer, especially considering the fact that I do have that free spot. And now it's a big question. If I were to declare war on, only Pomerania will join in, well, it was worth a check, more or less. But as I said, we'll allow the forces to replenish their troops, and once they've done that, we'll probably go after Sweden. We'll see how it plays out. A little bit of an interesting piece of news here. Burgundy is more or less falling to pieces, and as a result of that, I could potentially be able to vassalize them down the line here. And if I do that, I'm going to get a ton of calls, of course, but it would still not be that many. Austria entered a military coalition against us, not the best, but not really that, unexpected to perfectly honest. We do still have to deal with Netherlands, though. They will definitely become a potential problem child. But for the time being, we'll just allow the manpower to replenish. I think I'll also go ahead here and actually build a bigger fleet, but also we will be building a mercenary army of about 20k men. We can afford that. Base tax is quite high. We have a quite high taxation limit as well here. So building ourselves a mercenary army that we can then potentially use as a way to, well, make things work is probably a good idea here. I could also set up another couple of colonies, which also isn't that bad of a plot here. Send some more mercenaries down to Benin. Take this area here. Actually conquer potentially these two could also be a good idea. Just completely block off the coast for anyone who actually would like to colonize, like Netherlands. So again, there's a lot of potential things that I should do, but right now I don't know if I can do them. For the time being, however, we'll just wait with what is happening, and we'll see how it all plays out. Still losing a lot of prestige from my vassals, and fuck off, Austria. So apparently people will start to hate me now since I demanded all unlawful territory. So yeah, I should probably just have ignored Pomerania. They'll probably have to be vassalized by force, as things are looking. Also, negative news: Sweden has become a part of Bohemia now, rather than anything else. I'm a little bit unsure if I declare on Sweden, if I then declare on Bohemia in theory, and then bring in the entirety of the Holy Roman Empire. I probably do, which is kind of what I'm worried about here. So I don't think we'll do that. We'll just wait peacefully here. And if I can actually vassalize Burgundy, then that is my reason for war. And we'll just set up the front line here. I'm also very tempted to just go ahead and vassalize Spa. I have the possibility of doing so, but we're missing quite a bit of relation here, so I guess I will have to wait if I want to do something like that. But we'll see how it plays out. I think right now things are looking good, except for the fact that we are missing quite a bit of manpower. We'll hopefully be able to sort it out soon, though. Diplomatic tech here has reached level 11, canal and shipyard. With that we can now build shipyards and canals, and the colonial range is increased by 100, which I don't think will be too helpful. As you can see here, we are still having problems with Netherlands falling, but we should be able to deal with that. Austria is currently not at war with anyone. But even so, I am kind of worried about the speed at which they are growing. We have to deal with them sooner or later. Manpower-wise, we are getting into a position where we could potentially fight the war against the Netherlands. But again, I'm a little bit unsure here. We are far below our manpower limits and force limits. And I think we should allow them to replenish themselves, more or less. We'll be most likely, as I said, peacefully vassalizing Bar here, if I can. Probably get the guy in Savoy, send him back. Don't really have any good reason to have any good relations with Savoy, although they could potentially become a vassal in the future. We're going to improve relations with Bar here, and if we can, we will be aiming at vassalizing them, but it is doubtful and it is a long shot. But it won't stop me from actually trying. I think we need also to fix these fleets here. This one needs two big ones, two regulars. So I'll just build up my ships here, and hopefully we'll be back in business very soon. And I'll probably also build another fleet to help keep trade power at bay. Anyways, we have to allow manpower again to replenish. We have to fix the armies here up. So I'll just do that, and once everything is ready, we'll probably attack Austria. Military Tech 16 has been reached, the standardization of caliber. With that, we get an increase in combat width by 1, artillery fire by a whole point. Artillery shock by 0.10 can now use charge infantry and build an arsenal. So all in all, that is a little bit of a boost. We are now 1 tech ahead of Austria and could potentially use this to our advantage. But as you can see here, if I were to declare war, we would get, well, quite the coalition against us here. And if I were to declare Bohemia, I will still get Lithuania, Saxony, Sweden, and Austria to this war. If we take a quick look on military-wise power, Russia, 130,000. Us about the same, we're just missing tons of manpower. Then we're also with 73,000, Bohemia with 55,000, Sweden with 41,000. So all in all, attacking them is probably not in my best interest. It could work out into my advantage, especially if I just hang back and allow them to attack me. But my vassals and Mecklenburg is definitely going to get attacked, siege, so I think we'll wait for now. If Russia joins, however, we'll most likely do this. Well, that is an interesting fact. Both Milan Pomerania, and Russia will join in. The funny thing here is I will be able to make peace with a lot of people. I can force Austria to at least land on their own. I can force Bohemia to, or Sweden to hand over land that they currently own. Probably these 4 provinces here. I'll have to march up to Finnmark, but it will at least allow me to completely take control of the coast. Could also just force them to hand back all the Danish cores so I can annex them. That is not a bad idea either. So there's a lot of potential moves here that could be useful. But as I said, I think we are just going to build up a mercenary army here. We don't want to declare war at once now since Russia is joining. It's kind of a gamble either way. But I think we are just going to declare war here. And I'm going to pick up the army that is currently standing in England, and we're going to move that into the proper lands. I'm also going to move these guys over to Mecklenburg, where they will most likely be put to good use. So I guess we'll take a little bit of chance here. We'll not declare war at once. We will hire about a 20k unit of mercenaries to help us out. And I'm pretty sure with that we will be able to win this war fairly easily. So I'll just get everything set, and then we'll declare war on Bohemia with the goal of, well, screwing over Russia. They actually entered Antwerpen. That is a little bit unfortunate. Let's ask for military access so I can actually attack them without suffering too much. Could also just wait and rely on mercenaries. I think we'll do that instead. And hopefully we'll have enough time to do just that. Anyways, as I said, we'll move these guys to the continent. We'll move these guys over to Mecklenburg or Denmark to have a little bit of extra forces there. And all in all here, we should be able to make good use of what is currently happening. I would at least presume so. So again, I'll allow myself to just finish every preparation here. And once I've done that, I'll get back to you. Well, the map has actually opened up here, and with that we now have some views of what is happening here. Ming is still together in one piece. Minagia is taking charge in India. Not really that surprising. We'll probably make a move on Gujarat in order to get ourselves ahead in the region. Should be perfectly alright. Just go for straight out annexation on them. And with that, I guess I should already set up an expedition to get this area completely found out. Mombasa is actually around too. Interesting. Look at issue. Malindi. None of the Indians have actually gone to Africa. Anyways, we are still in. We are still doing well in, well, the planning department, I guess I should say, towards our war against Bohemia. I think we're actually ready to declare war. I'm just going to deal with the rebels. We're going to pull that army back, and then what will happen, so to speak. It should be fairly straightforward. Shouldn't be any problems at all, I would presume. So for now, we'll just have to see how it goes. I'll just plan on joining up my navies to get them back to full strength, then we'll begin. Fortunately, it seems like this mercenary army isn't cutting it when it comes to dealing with those rebels. So I guess I'll have to send a proper army, sacrifice a little bit of manpower, but it should be fine. We have 6,000 troops ready to invade Bohemia, so it could also get fairly interesting to see how that goes. The goal with this war will of course be two things. First and foremost, get back the either Danish or Norwegian cores. Second goal will be to how should I put this? Hopefully destroy Austria, or at least damage them a lot. But again, it's not really going to be that likely now, is it? Lithuania, Saxony, and Sweden, and Russia and everyone will join in, which will give me a numbers advantage. Again, we'll probably just hang back when it comes to dealing with Austria. We'll allow them to enter our lands, and then we'll crush them. I will protect Mecklenburg, since it's actually something we are currently working on coring. So I guess I'll also just allow Russia to deal with both Lithuania and also Sweden. So that both of those should be fine. I probably need to set a navy here. So the fighter navy will be sent to protect here, to make sure that the Swedes can't actually enter and that the Russians will just wear them out through sheer force. Which means that I will most likely have to deal with both the Austrian army and also the Bohemian army, which is, to be quite frank, most likely going to overpower me no matter what I do. But it's such a good chance, I can't just let this go. And I will most likely be able to, at least if everything goes bad for a white peace, then I can attack Netherlands, screw them over to the point where, well, they can't do much. And with that, I am fairly happy about how things could turn out here. So with that said, we'll declare war on Bohemia, and we'll call in Russia, Pomerania, and Milan too, of course. But let's see here: Genoa, Lithuania, and Saxony, and Sweden. Well, it seems like Austria hasn't joined yet, so that could actually be quite an interesting. This could actually turn into quite an interesting affair. Anyways, we're going to have a discipline guy for a little bit extra, well, force. And all in all here, I'm pretty sure we will, as I said, win. But it could go bad. But I would at least guess that it won't. We'll see. Anyways, we'll just allow the good over 10 more days. I will not be attacking. I will be trying to allow them to attack me. Austria is not joining in, which is, of course, a wonderful thing. I'm pretty sure they aren't joining in, but it's also kind of bad, since I'll probably have to deal with them once I actually attack the Netherlands then. Which is not the best thing ever. Not at all. Anyways, we'll have to end it here. We'll continue next time. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like. And hopefully, I'll see you around next time. Bye.